I am Dr. Patrick Mahaney. I am the Chief Veterinary Advisor with the ElleVet Sciences Pets in Need project. And I have two very special guests with me today. Let's have you introduce yourselves.
Hi, Patrick. My name is Manolo Gonzalez, and this is my sugar mama Baguette.
She looks
Baguette
like
Gonzalez.
she is very, very comfortable on your lap there.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know her. She doesn't like moving, or anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baguette and I have an interesting relationship. I love helping her however I can. Sometimes she doesn't always want me to help her, so we have to have a very firm conversation about things. But
But
ultimately, she does let me help her.
it's not personal.
I understand.
Anybody that disturbs her, she doesn't like, except me.
So tell us all about Baguette. I'd love to know where she
Well,
came from.
Baguette's we think she's about 6.5 years old. I rescued her a little over 2 years ago from Vanderpump Dogs.
Okay.
The story of her that we kind of, I don't know if it's true, who knows, is that she was in some sort of fire situation in Santa Barbara, and then she was abandoned by the owners, and somehow she made her way down to West Hollywood, where I picked her up.
Okay. Wow.
And she's my first dog ever. I've never, when I was a child, the family had a bunch of dogs, but it's not the same. And when I walked into the shelter, she's not the dog that I wanted. I wanted like a cool, boy dog that I can go on hikes with and do things, which is like nonsense because I hate going on hikes myself. So I don't know why I would want to take the dog to a hike. And I sat down, and then this little thing, and she wasn't as pretty back then as she is now, because now she's all glammed up and highly maintained. But back then she looked like a little street urchin, which is what she was. And she just fell asleep on me immediately. And I thought, this is special. This is one of a kind. She picked me, so I adopted her. About a week later, I found out that she just falls asleep on everybody, but it's fine, And I was at a point in my life where I was looking for something to take care of that wasn't me, if that makes any sense. Some sort of subconscious thing, like I need to like branch out or whatever. And I adopted her, and she changed my life completely. I mean, she's an easy dog in the sense that she's exactly the kind of dog that I needed. She's not high energy. She doesn't bite. She doesn't chew. She doesn't like playing. She pees where she's not supposed, but she's not like a destructive. She's not a dog. I adopted like a retiree, basically, is what I which turns out, which is perfect for me because of the lifestyle and my mother, and it's just an easy dog. And she's been wonderful, and she's just changed. She shows me so much love in her own weird way. Like, she'll ignore me all day unless I have food, but then like in the mornings or at night, like it's nice. She's very nice to me, and I know you have a very different relationship with her per se, but she's very loving. She's very calm. She doesn't growl. She doesn't do anything until you come along.
I really liked seeing her when she was getting her dental work done. She and I like bonded a little bit during
Yeah.
I didn't spend a lot of time with her, but I was able to see her like when she was about to go under anesthesia, but she was recovering from anesthesia. So maybe she kind of saw me in a different lights. Hopefully we'll have a good relationship going.
Listen, she's actually improved a lot, because you didn't meet her until about after like a year after I adopted her. She used to hate every male presence completely. Like, she would run away up, except for me, which Joe, my stepfather, she still hates him. She still leaves the room. She ignores him completely. So she's changed that. She's got some sort of trauma. She wouldn't go upstairs. She still doesn't, but she's not as terrified now. As she's opened up a lot. She still doesn't do many dog things per se, but like yesterday, I took her to the park, a socially distant park, and for the first time, she tried. She kind of thought about it, but she kind of went towards a squirrel, and then she was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" And then turned around. She's like, "I don't do this," and then turned around. So like she's it's been 2 years, so she's opening up in a way that's really nice, and that she's not an easy dog medically. There's a lot of stuff that she needs done, a lot of allergies and lots of skin issues, and thank God her teeth are fine, but like she's easy, but she's not easy.
Sure. Yeah. She does have she's a little high maintenance in certain
She's
ways,
high
but
maintenance, yeah.
so she obviously is a very special dog. I know how important she is to you and to your family. What do you love most about Baguette?
What do I love most about Baguette? Baguette is, I don't have to worry about her in the sense like if I leave her in a room that she doesn't know, I know if I leave and I come back, the room's gonna be intact.
Okay.
She doesn't have the she doesn't endeavor to escape like her aunt Bubbles or her sister Bubbles. If you put her in a locked anything, she will find a way out. She is El Chapo. She doesn't care. She will tunnel her way out of anything. But if you put like a little rope in front of her, she'll stay there. She doesn't have that like mischievous bone in her body per se.
Have
And
you?
she's funny, man. If you watch her, like her, I can see her like thought process. She's a funny, weird, bizarre dog. Like she does not care about anything.
When you brought and so everybody's really affected by the current time. I know you guys are
Yeah,
not. You're not going out much. You're going for drives on occasion. I've been to your house to provide medical care with PPE
yeah.
and see the dogs outside. Um, this is a challenging time for everybody. We're really trying to help to provide veterinary care to communities that have nothing. People's pets are so important to them, regardless of your situation. Some of these communities that we're going to, we don't really know what we're going to be seeing. Pets that are in major needs of distress, pets that need more just kind of wellness. We even have discovered there are a couple pets that are up for adoption in this process. So what do you think in terms of what we're trying to do to help pets and people?
I think it's fantastic. I think this is an idea that should have been implemented years ago. Like, I think it's wonderful just because listen, I know, at least in my family, we kind of tend to go. Are you catching that noise?
I no, I don't hear it.
There's like a gardening tool.
Oh.
Okay, well, if you don't catch it, then,
I'll
but
catch
let
it.
me know. Let me know. Like, I know in this family, we kind of go above and beyond what most people would, specifically, unfortunately, in cares, like veterinary care for their dogs. Like, if Baguette has a cough, she's immediately at the doctor for no reason. Like, she has a dermatologist, an ophthalmologist. Most people don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But there are so many dogs that don't even get like the most basic veterinary care, even from like spaying and neutering. Like when I adopted her, her paperwork said that she was spayed.
Mhm.
About 3 months into her adoption, she started menstruating, and we thought she had some sort of cancer situation. Turns out she just wasn't spayed like at all. So, and she had the papers to prove it. So who knows? It's a really dire situation out there, and this is an idea that I think is fantastic. Uh, it'll save in the long run. It'll save the dogs a lot of pain and a lot of heartache, and I think there needs to be more of those.
Yeah. Well, Baguette is a super cool dog, and she's a very fashionable dog too. Can you maybe tell us a little about
Well,
what she's working on?
Kanini is the founder of her own little pet product line, apparel and accessories called Kanini by Baguette. Right now, we have beds and leashes and collars and toys and blankets. Soon to be mass market. At the moment, we're exclusively available at the Park MGM and Nomad in Las Vegas, which at the moment is completely shut down because of COVID-19. But we'll be back soon and better than ever and available for everybody. And she's in between sizes, so we made sure that there's things available for dogs of all shapes and sizes.
That's really cool. I love the fact that you're thinking kind of about covering all aspects of dogs, not just like the cutest, tiniest dog or the most massive dog. And
Yeah.
actually, I really feel like her product line could have some very practical things too, especially for dogs that are having concerns with their skin. They might need protection from the sun or from the environment. So that dress looks like it provides really good coverage
Oh
over.
yeah, and it's light, so they don't get overheated.
Uh-huh.
Because Baguette loves sitting in the sun. She's a Chihuahua.
Sure. And that like her particular design that she has on now, does this have any functionality beyond just covering her?
You mean aside from looking fashionable? What more do you want, Patrick? Come on. No, but our leashes are of the highest quality. We have potty bag holders that are super convenient because that was always an issue for me with what to do with the roll and it falls and Baguette is the kind of dog that once she goes, she bolts the opposite way. So we had to make sure that we have sturdy clips and and harnesses that she cannot get out of, which she gets out of every harness because her head is about this big, but her body is like this big. So you just,
Yeah. And she's
yeah,
good at squirming out of things. Like when we try to do
yes.
any kind of veterinary work on her, she's like a swaddled baby.
Well, that is, she's very stiff, you know.
Well, we want to be able to have the audience find you and also find Baguette. Where can we find you?
Well, Baguette is a star on Instagram. You can find her at Baguette Gonzalez on Instagram, and at Canini by Baguette.
That's great. I so appreciate it. Well, thank you so much, Manolo and Baguette, for appearing today. Those of you who are interested in following our journey, actually, we're finishing up in San Diego right now. We're going to be in Los Angeles this coming week, including on Skid Row, and then eventually going up to San Francisco the week after to serve just whoever we can. You can follow our journey on elvetsciences.com/pets in need, ElleVet Sciences social media, and my social media at Patrick Mahaney. Manolo, I so appreciate you coming and appearing for us today and showing off Baguette. She's a cool.
Thank you. Thank you, doctor, for all the help.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.